same bias, different day. Now, you could say this about CNN, MSNBC, even Fox News. You could possibly say it. You can say it for myself. You can say it for everyone. Everyone has a bias. But at least some of us out there will admit their bias. I am right libertarian, or dare I say, conservative adjacent. So that's where you know where I'm coming from, okay? Flat out. So when I see someone barrel through a Christmas parade in Waukesha, Wisconsin, the person driving the car is at fault, okay? Now, we don't know if his accelerator cable broke. It didn't. We don't know if the engine ran away. It didn't. We know that he was driving through it, and he killed, so far, 6 people. So CNN basically was roasted for a tweet saying Waukesha parade attack was caused by a car that drove through the parade. Now, if you juxtapose that to what happened during Charlottesville, we know that that person killed a person. Okay? It wasn't the car that did it. It was the person. But now, it was the car, because apparently for CNN, they don't know what happened. They're just, being cautious with all the facts in front of them. But you got to understand, the guy driving the car was an African American. And you can't, post blame on that guy because he's an African American. Now, if he was a white guy, of course, far right, Trump supporter, MAGA supporter, would be all over the news. So, Darrell Brooks was charged with intentional homicide, 6 counts so far, through a crowded street commemorating the holiday season, claiming 6 lives of those ages of 8 to 81 and injuring dozens more. Upwards of 40, by the way. On Sunday, however, CNN appeared to place the responsibility on Brooks' vehicle, making no mention of the career criminal behind the wheel. Yeah, I think his career criminal background, his rap sheet, would be germane to what was going on. But if you know one of his charges which is indeed in fact that he tried to run over his girlfriend or a strange girlfriend or his baby mama, whatever the hell it is. He tried to do it. But CNN makes no mention because they don't give a crap. Unless it's a white guy, which they can push a certain narrative into you. Hadouken! Waukesha will hold a moment of silence today, marking 1 week since a car, not Darrell Brooks, but Darrell Brooks did it, drove through a city Christmas parade, killing 6 people and injuring scores of others. Oh, a car. So it was an automated car. So it was a Tesla car. No. It was this guy right here, Darrell Brooks. Critics tore into the liberal outlet on social media for an apparent attempt to deflect blame from the suspect. Suspect is kind of a loose term here. And then the tweets from the rebuttals came out of the woodwork. Well, about that, autonomous cars seem to be running amok. Evidently, one got into its head to kill and maim a bunch of humans, so it drove through a Christmas parade, killing 6 people and injuring scores of others. We should punish that car to teach others a lesson. One other one says, a car did this? Not a human being with the intent to kill and maim and being held on $5 million bill? You guys are a joke at CNN. But you get the gist of all this, right? CNN came out and basically said, a car drove through the Christmas parade. Okay. CNN, I got a question over here. Laszlo, right here, from Cathcart Media. Laszlo, right here. Was anyone driving the car? Oh, there were. Oh, who was it? A person? Can you give any more description in that? His name was Darrell Brooks. Okay. What was his racial background? Oh, you don't want to say. Well, why not? Oh, but right here, I got a report saying that he was an African American gentleman. And gentleman being used very loosely. Oh. So you do admit. Oh, you won't admit to it right now. But I saw him in court last week. I saw him in court. It's an African American gentleman. And we see it right here. Right here. Bunch of his mugshots. This guy's a career criminal. But we can't talk about that. Well, why not? Skin color. And their bias and their narrative that they're trying to push. I do not need to say any more on this subject. You know where you need to get your news from. It is good to verify CNN's bias from time to time. As far as Fox News as well, you should verify their biases. But to just say that, to overlook the fact that Darrell Brooks was driving a car, or you could say more a definite article, his car, the same car that a week prior he tried to kill somebody with. And instead, last week, he took that same car and killed 6 people, wounding and maiming many others, upwards to 40. So what do we do here? What can we do to punish CNN? It's very simple, guys and gals in Lazo Land. You go after CNN's advertisers. You write letters to them. You write tweets to them. I don't have Twitter, so I won't do it. But it's incumbent on you all out there in Lazo Land to go after the advertisers of CNN, to make sure that they know, the advertisers, that CNN is pushing a false narrative, is pushing fake news, to say that a car was just driving down the street with nobody behind the wheel, injuring and killing many people in a Christmas parade. But according to CNN, it was just a car. It was just a vehicle. Nothing to see here. Go on. Even though, which in fact Darrell Brooks is accused of running those people over and killing 6 people and injuring upwards to 40 people. CNN should be ashamed of themselves, but as you know, they're not. And they never will be until you attack their pocketbook and their bottom line.